man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. A human being is part of a whole called by us the universe. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success. In business, professionalism is not a tactic but a moral value. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Truth often sacrificed for the sake of stability and peace. Don't let the fear of losing them keep you from loving them. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The men of old breathed clear down to their heels. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. I had forgotten how much light there is in the world till you gave it back to me. There is little success where there is little laughter. Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. Dream your own dreams, achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. Keep your best wishes close to your heart and watch what happens. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. It takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. Faced with what is right, To leave it undone shows a lack of courage. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to learn to see the rain. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. One must wait until the evening to see how splendid the day has been. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. One who has few must prepare against the enemy. One who has many makes the enemy prepare against him. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. History, Stephen said, is a nightmare from which I am trying to awake. The cost of being wrong is less than the cost of doing nothing. The expert in anything was once a beginner. The truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Heaven does without doing, through its purity. Earth does without doing, through its calmness. All things one has forgotten scream for help in dreams. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. Even if you are on the right track, but just sit there, you will still get run over. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Life is worth living as long as there's a laugh in it. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. Until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Many things that don't really mean so much of anything are wonderful. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. The trouble is, you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. A true genius admits that he knows nothing. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. In warfare, there are no constant conditions. He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent will succeed and win. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are.